I'm your anchor here in FX Street's live analysis room. What can I say? Euro pound. What else can I say? Euro pound, euro pound, euro pound. 70.40 held. Big daily reversal. Weekly on the verge of a weekly reversal. I think we have one now. Close to a weekly reversal. What can I say? I think Pinker was talking 122 US dollar yen. There you go, 122. So all I could say is US dollar yen, euro pound, and guppy at the 50% retrace level. I can't top that. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Have a good day trading. Who had a good month today? Give me a Y. Anyone have a good month today? Here's my Y. So a broken clock is right twice a day. I'm just a little better than a broken clock. I'm right 3 times a day. How's everyone doing? Who's in the house? Jose, I'm glad you're feeling better. Forex Stop Hunter, very good analysis on euro pound, US dollar yen, and the guppy. Khalid, how are you today? Jax, how are you? So you're a day early on the euro pound, Jax. Maybe you stayed with it. Veteran, how are you? Snaga, FX Street, Sirik, how are you? I see a new handle. Welcome. Everyone, welcome Welcome to our community. Damien's a new handle. Welcome, Damien. We're going to have a couple of guests today. I'm going to be interviewing Yohay Elam in 15 minutes, and then I have Vicki Schmelzer in our regular time. Everyone, welcome our new handles in here. Welcome, BGen. Welcome our new handles in here. Diego has been here. Tobias has been here. Borges been here. Fabian's been here. Hello, Goldie. Alien, how are you? How's everyone doing today? So I have nothing to add. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, nothing else I could do to top the analysis I provided over the last 24 hours. Hello, Sirik. So from the high 74 handle range, I was talking about 70.50 as being my target in euro pound. So we're prepared for this weeks in advance, not just days in advance, but weeks in advance. Looks like 70.40 was a pretty good number. We do have some divergences in US dollar yen. For weeks I've been talking about that we needed to clean out the stops over 21.80 before the yen would turn down, have a chance of turning down again. So we got these stops here at 21.80. Good, Goldie. We had divergence on the 1 hour. Of course, we could throw our charts away into the NFP for a while tomorrow. So you were wrong about gold. Okay. Gold's going to 1030, I think. We're all wrong about things, Alien. Oh, yeah, I saw you tweet that, Jose. Here's Jose's look at. You did. In fact, you're the man. You did call that cable top. I remember now. And you stayed with the EG. So if you have profits in EG, you have to take something off the table in front of the NFP if you bought it down there. Guardian's got a bullish view on Aussie here. Jose's been under the weather for a little while. He's back swinging the bat again. Thank you, Jose. Everyone thank Jose for his Aussie view. Thank you, Jose. That link didn't work, Borgia. Everyone congratulate Guardian. I believe he's going to be writing for FX Street now. And he owes me a thank you. Don't you, Jose? You never would have been on FX Street if I hadn't reached out to you on Twitter. Don't forget, because I don't. Jax, you're the man. Hi, Abel. How are you? I'm presenting Jax with another Man Award. Congratulations, Jax. You're the man. I love you, Abel. Thank you, Alien. Gorgeous look. Just a 4. Thank you, Borgia. Okay. Thank you, Alien. Cold Kentucky rain, in this cold Kentucky rain. Congrats, Mac. Congrats, Jax, the trading banjo player. Yeah, this could be the beginning of something big in the guppy to the downside, Vet. I agree with you. Looks like Yohei's in the house, so looks like 177 is a longer-term target on the weekly by Veteran. Thank you, Ved. Everyone thank Veteran for his weekly look on the guppy. 177 objective. Hi, Yohei. How are you, buddy? Can you hear me?
Hi Dale. Hi Dale, how are you
Hi,
doing?
Yohei. How are you, buddy?
Good, good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining us today. So here we are pre-NFP. I've been talking about the euro pound putting in a right shoulder on the weekly. I think we talked about it during the Fed. And
Right.
here we are. It exploded. It seems like a lot of people had different expectations out of the BOE coming into today, didn't it?
I was certainly one of those people. I had expected the Bank of England to be a bit more hawkish because things are looking better in the UK. Retail sales, services PMIs, growth, wages, everything looks positive, but they prefer to see the glass half empty, especially inflation, lowering their forecasts, perhaps wanting to weaken the pound. The end result is a weaker pound across the board, including against that euro pound. So,
Maybe
yeah.
they didn't want to sound hawkish because they're expecting a Fed move in December. Kind of like the BOJ didn't move and Draghi really didn't come out with anything very dramatic this week. Perhaps they're coordinating with each other, Yohay, and the Fed is telegraphing to these central banks they're going to move in December, and they don't want a exacerbated move by people talking as hawks or doves going into it. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I'm sure they're talking between each other, and perhaps they're expecting the Fed moving. Well, we had good figures so far from the United States this week, and hawkish talk from the Fed. But I think bigger picture is just this ongoing currency war. Everybody wants a weaker currency. The Bank of England specifically talked about that the strength of sterling is pushing inflation lower. So I guess the Bank of England didn't want to be left out, just like Draghi didn't want to be left out 2 weeks ago when they all jumped in.
So I guess here in the U.S. we're losing the currency war because of the strength of the dollar, and Yellen's not that happy about it either. So why is she going to go ahead and exacerbate it with a move, or maybe it's just talk again? What do you think, partner?
I think they are going to go for it because I think they're afraid to be blamed once again for creating bubbles, and it does seem that they do expect inflation to pick up at some point. We have first GDP growth, then employment, eventually wage growth, and eventually inflation. And if they're afraid of bubbles, they would like to undo this extreme monetary easing earlier than later. And I think that once this rate cut genie is out of the rate hike genie, is out of the bottle, there will be much less uncertainty, and we might have not an immediate but an eventual buy the rumor, sell the fact reaction. So maybe my estimation is that about 1 month after we have the first rate hike, the markets will begin believing that it's not that bad, and the next rate hikes will indeed be very gradual, as the Fed says, and eventually the dollar could change course, for instance, against the euro. So
okay, well then this will be the first time in history that the Fed is going to be able to accomplish a one and done. I know Trichet did it in reverse, but can you remember, you're a student of the market, Yohay, can you ever remember the Fed making one move in either direction and that being it?
No, from what I've looked, from what I've learned in the Fed's history, they usually have a series of rate hikes, but as they say, this time it's different because with this new normal and all the other cliches, I think that it's not a one and done, but it'll be very, very gradual and nothing extreme. Regarding other central banks, usually they did 2 or 3 hikes. For instance, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, Trichet did 2. In Australia, we had the same. So it's usually 3 and done, I would say.
Yeah, there's an old expression on Wall Street when it comes to stocks, 3 hikes and a stumble. So it usually takes 3 moves by the Fed to have deleterious effects on the equity market. So I guess with the way the market is thinking and what Janet Yellen is telegraphing, that they're going to need some supporting evidence tomorrow with the NFP. So it's a bigger number than usual based upon it. What are guesstimates? I think I saw something on Twitter like only 117,000. Is that the guesstimate?
No, the official expectations stand on 180,000, and I believe that the whisper number is even a bit higher than that because of yesterday's OK and ADP NFP, and then this very strong ISM non-manufacturing PMI that showed accelerated hiring in the service sector. in contradiction to the manufacturing sector, which is losing jobs. So I believe markets will be satisfied. This round 200 magical number is, I think, what we're looking for.
Okay, and I know that you break down these reports, Yohay. Besides the raw number of jobs, what else will you be looking for in the NFP tomorrow? Hourly earnings, etc.
Hourly earnings definitely. On year-over-year basis, we've been ranging between 1.9 and 2.3. Year-over-year, last time we had 2.2. Year-over-year, let's see if we can break out of this range. Wage growth has been extremely frustrating. Raises in the minimum wage didn't seem to have a big impact. Some companies announcing raises didn't seem to have a big impact. So it's a bit elusive, and that's what we're looking for. Expectations stand on a repeat at 2.2%.
As a trader, Yohay, I've had negative hourly earnings. How about you?
Yeah. It doesn't happen.
Ever try and figure it out? Maybe the minimum wage would look good to us sometimes.
Yeah. You go ask for your boss for a 5% raise, and in the markets you can get 100% deduction. Yeah.
So Yohay, you're going to be covering the NFP live with Val tomorrow, correct?
No, actually, I had this vacation plans a long time ago, and I'm not going to be here.
Where are you going?
Calculation. To San Sebastian, it's the north of Spain. I'm going for a weekend there and to participate in a race. I'm running there, and unfortunately, it's on the first weekend of the month.
10K or marathon?
No, it's a 20K. That's about 13 miles. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So that's how you're able to keep your sanity, is by training physically. It keeps you sharper to deal with the stress of the industry.
Yeah, I recommend everybody, in general, sitting in front of a computer to do physical activity, and especially those traders that are stuck to the screen. It's good to get out there, especially outdoor activity.
Okay, Iron Man. So, Yohay, the Olympic athlete, taking a week off. Enjoy yourself. Good luck in the race, Yohay. Everyone here is going to be rooting for you to finish it.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll be back on Tuesday. Yeah.
All right, and I encourage everyone that gets up early overseas to tune into Yohay. He has an exceptional ability to blend the fundamental analysis with the technical. So turn into Yohay's broadcasts on our channel. Have a great vacation, buddy.
Okay, thank you very much, Dale. Great to be here.
All right. Yohay Elam at Forex Crunch, joining us before his 20K. So I don't know about you guys, but running a 20K, I think I'd have to take a cab part of the way. How about you? Everyone doing okay? So Yohay filled us in on a few things. Oh, I'm sorry. Why don't you try and reach him? Borges from San Sebastian. He's not running with the Bulls. Hi, Clever. Nice call. Clever talked 108.40. Is that Clever in here? Okay. Okay, this is Guardian's yen look here. So he has a level up to 340 as well. That was a good call, Clev. Euro pound was a home run ball, though. I think Pinker talked about, I'm bragging about myself on my euro pound analysis, forecasted the decline and then the turn. Okay, so there's Jose's look at some yen resistance points. I don't think he's running with the Bulls. Everyone congratulate Clever for his 108.40 buy that he had 2 weeks in advance in the euro. Congratulations, Clever. And here's Alien's look in the guppy. Yeah. Failed from where it had to. It was actually a 50% retrace level. I think of this. 50% back in the guppy. Thank you, Alien. Thank you, Jose. And congratulations, Clever. Everyone, congratulate Clever on his 108.40 buy. So do you guys know how to reach Yohay? Borgia? Guardian? You know how to reach Yohay? How about congrats for Clever for calling out the bottom, at least so far in the euro. Congrats, Clev. Coach, Coach Dale. So I'm happy for everyone that's doing well. We always celebrate other successes, not just our own here in LAR. Yeah. All right, veterans on the guppy. So you need a reversal in the S&Ps. Ved, you need a reversal in the S&Ps. His Twitter handle is at Forex Crunch. Oh no, at Forex Crunch. Yeah, one or the other. Yeah, that's true. So there you go. Jose and Borgia, if you want to go root for him. Okay. All right. Because Borgia's looking for about 109.60, I believe. Borgia's looking for 109.60 or something like that. Isn't that correct? 109.60, Borgia, and then 106 something. Missed you this week, Cleb. Thought you didn't love me anymore. I thought maybe you didn't love me anymore. Everyone doing okay? Cyric, how are you? Abel, Pegasus, John 573, Pat Wary, welcome. Damien, welcome. Planet. Ali, how are you, buddy? V-Gen, welcome. Malcolm, welcome back. Fame, how are you? Anthony, Fabian, Diego, Alexei, Tobias, Veteran, Goldie, Ziggy, Khalid, DZ, Bista back. Yeah. Did you catch it, Malcolm? Did you catch it? I know you've been paying attention to it. Thank you, Clever. I know you've been paying attention to my forecasts in Euro Pound. Did you buy it? So we have another interview in about 45 minutes. Hi, DZ. Welcome back. So we will be covering the NFP live tomorrow. Yohay won't be with us. It's going to be Mauricio, Val, and me. I'm not sure who else or if anyone else Mauricio has garnered for the broadcast and the coverage. Thank you. Thank you, Alien. 5160, you talked about that a while ago, too. I think last week or early this week, thought we could go to 51. What do you got, Clev? Oh yeah, here's Clev's numbers. Yeah, I know someone looking for 106.60 in euro. Thank you, Clev. So Clev is ready to act before the market gets there. That's a sign of a pro. A pro is ready to execute by having his numbers ahead of time. Thank you, Clev. Thank you, Malcolm. I'm as happy for you as I am for myself. I'm happy for everybody. Oh, that too? 52 and a quarter? We're right here. So that we're at 70% back right here of the recent rally in cable. Here's an oil look by Ved. Looks negative. Looking for 42. So not a new low, but 42. 61.8. That's a nice possibility, Ved. Thank you, buddy. Everyone thank Ved. Snaga, Ved. Everyone thank Ved for his oil look. Yeah. Personally, except for some ETFs, I'll be flat tomorrow into the NFP. Personally. It's too much of a roulette bet for me. I'll react to the reaction rather than trying to predict the reaction. To me, that's roulette. That's a red or black bet. Others can do that. I'll take a pass on playing roulette tomorrow, but I'll be ready to execute after the dust settles. How about an amen to reacting after the dust settles rather than trying to predict which way the reaction is going to be? I guarantee you the markets will be here after the NFP. Make sure your equity is. Can I get an amen? That the markets will be here after the NFP and to make sure that your equity is? Here's my amen. Write it down. Oh yeah, look at that old resistance. Nice look. Here's a nice cable look by Clever. So we also pulled back to previous resistance. which is now new support at this 52. Oh, this is pound Kiwi. Interesting look. Everyone thank Clever for his look at pound Kiwi, pulling back to previous resistance, which is now new support. Thanks, Clev. Nice look. Glad to have you back. He's looking for 42. Scroll up, Pan. That's right, Ziggy. That's right, buddy. Outfox him. Just outfox him. That's all you have to do. Everyone doing all right? If you love being part of this community, give me a Y. I do. We're all captains of our own ship in here. We're all responsible for what we do with our mouths. Very good, Ziggy. Who loves Ziggy's philosophy and psychology statements here in LAR? I think they really add and embellish what we're doing in here. Here's my why. I love Ziggy's stuff. Everyone, I'd like to announce that the U.S. has come out with a new currency. I just want to show you guys the new currency that the U.S. has come up with. There you go. They're putting a new face on the $1 bill. Anyone have any of these U.S. dollars? They're collectibles with my picture on it. Thank you, Ziggy. Has anyone spotted a $1 bill? John, you have one? People love your tweets. King Dollar, King Dollar, King Dollar. King Dale, King Dale. In Dale we trust, it says. In Dale we trust. You guys trust me? Like you trust the full faith and credit of the U.S. government and Treasury? You guys trust me? In Dale we trust. Isn't he creative? I knew you'd come up with something, Jax. That does not surprise me, buddy. That doesn't surprise me. Yeah. I'm on the penny. I'm on the penny, and I'm on the $1 bill. So it can equate with my success in the material world. They put me on the 1, dollar bill and the penny. Because you know, guys, I'm not a millionaire. I'm just a thousandaire. Euro dealer. Good one. Yes, I would raise rates so I could get out of my VIX positions. I would raise rates so that my positions would work for me, Pan. Yes, I would. Yeah, it'd be nice, but it's not going to happen. Yes. It could be a sign of a dollar top. It could be a sign of a dollar top that they're using my mug on the $1 bill. That could be a dollar top with Ziggy putting me on the $1 bill. Yeah. You're Dale. No, I'm Dale. I'm Dale, not you. Yes, I'm Dale. And you? Who are you? Let's see you on a currency. Jose. So the euro pound's finding some resistance on the 4-hour up here. I like it, ascending triangle. So you can't rule anything out. Tomorrow, here we are at the 200. Malcolm, take at least half of your long position profits right here. If it continues to roll, you're there. If we get a pullback to 70, 80 or so, you recommit with profits. That's an order from Coach Dale. Malcolm. You with me on it? Anyone who's long euro pound into the NFP, take at least half off the table going into it. Do you roger that, Malcolm? Just a suggestion. Anyone want to explain that to Alexei? Yeah, half off, then trail. Good idea, Clev. You're never going to go broke taking profits, Malcolm. Anyone want to try and answer Alexei's question? And Alexei, please do not call yourself a newbie. What do you mean, Ali? Yeah, I know you do that. Anyone want to take Alexei under their wing and work with them? We used to do that in LAR. Anyone willing to work with Alexei and share your Skype and get him up to speed, help him out a little bit? My first advice to you is stop being an economist and be a trader. Forget about being an economist. The best traders in the world do not know why price is going where it's going. They just go with it. Talking economics is for over a beer or a cup of coffee. Trading is different. Anyone want to help Alexei? We used to do this in LAR, that if someone was new and wanted some assistance, that someone might reach out and talk to a new trader in our community and share a little bit with them. Anyone willing to do that with Alexei? If you are, give me a Y. All right, there you go, Alexei. You and Clever can exchange contact information. Clever will help you. And I would consider that, and he wants a new car. So, okay. Veteran wants to help him. Alexei could use a little coaching. So here's Alien's look for a pullback in Euro Pound. Thank you, buddy. Whoops. There's Alien's look. He's thinking maybe 71.20. Could be deeper. Thank you, Alien. Everyone thank Alien for its look on the Euro Pound. Yeah, that's a good idea too, Pan. Lots of very good speakers on FX Street. And take your time. And here's the technical reasons, Alexei, from Alien. Thank you, Alien. Everyone thank Alien for his roadmap on the Euro here for some kind of rally. I'm going to take a quick break. Ask Dinda to put up the break screen for me. I'll be back in 5. You guys could continue to collaborate with each other while I take a quick break here. I want to thank everyone for their contributions today. I think it's one of the best communities on the net, paid or unpaid or free, paid or free. I'll be back in 5. Thank you, everyone. Okay, then I'm back. Getting a little reversal candle in EG. Again, may try it again. Canada's a mystery to me, although it looks like it's coming off right up here. I don't want to touch it. Okay. You bought new tires? Well, very important to have good tires, right? You don't want to have a blowout. A blowout on the highway is worse than a blow up of your account. Okay, so it looks like Ved's trading a counter trend move in Euro Pound. Thank you, veteran. So everyone congratulate Clever on buying new tires to keep him and his wife safe on the road. Congratulations on the new tires, Clev. What'd you buy? Firestone? Thank you, Ved. Anyone else buy? They're not now. You're right. Probably about $600-700, right? 700, 800 for a new set. Anyone else buy any auto parts this week? Give me a Y if you bought any auto parts. If you need a new car, come on, hang out in LAR. If you want to be a star, show your charts in LAR. Give me an L A R. LAR. Planet's taking a shot in the guppy, looking for recovery is my guess. 86 was a big pivot, Planet. Don't fade Planet. Do not fade this guy. I wonder if Planet and Alien are related. You guys related, Planet? You and Alien? Looking for 86. Nice look, Planet. So that ties in with the pound holding this fib level. Everyone thank Planet for its guppy look, looking for recovery back to the 86 pivot. Prop up the bar. Hey, Ricardo. Everyone thank Planet for its guppy look. Hi, Ben. How you doing? Everyone welcome Ben to our community. Welcome, Ben. How many good traders do you think we have here in our community? Here's my guess. 25. What's your guess? Please don't trade the NFP. Your account could become history. React to the reaction instead of playing roulette, because that's not trading, it's only a bet. So please don't trade the NFP, or your account could be history. Don't trade the NFP in advance. Please don't trade the NFP, or your account might be history. He's looking for a pullback. Pan thinks 32 good traders in here. Jackson's long Swiss. Maybe up here. Thank you, Jax. Everyone thank Jax for his Swiss look, Swiss trade. Don't fade Jax either. You bought some fuel. Ali bought some gas. Thank you, Jax. But why don't you wait to buy gas until Hi, Fabian. It could be the unwinding of the EG position could be part of it. A lot of people were short euro pound. That could be part of it. You guys like my little songs? Until it hits what? You guys know I just make up those songs as I go. I certainly don't write them. $21, $24. Okay, Clev. We should be there tomorrow. Good for you, Malk. You have a new old car? What'd you buy? Clever has a beautiful car. I saw Clever's car on his Skype. Clever, show the picture of your car that you have on Skype. It's a classic. Yeah, I think that can happen. Probably tomorrow. And, you know, probably tomorrow. So here's your stair-step decline in euro. The third drive line in euro comes in around 107.60. Thank you, Jax. So here's my third drive line in euro. Everyone thank Jax for his euro look. Okay. So we're going for new lows and then a big rally. So I'm looking for 1030. But first of all, this is a great look in the gold by looking at it's kind of a fractal or an analog on the gold by Alien. Real nice look. So we should take this blue box out if it's like 14 and then set up for a nice a very nice rally. Thank you, Alien. Okay. You need to close your account, Fabian. Yeah. Do not do what you're planning to do. You take a trade because you believe in a trade, not because you're trying to make back your losses. That's the wrong attitude. You're flirting with disaster. Anyone else have some advice for Fabian? I wanted to show you guys the potential of a third drive down in Euro. Shows up better on the 4 hour. Comes in right here. Down here around the 107 range. The third drive. Everything can happen. Everything will happen. Everyone congratulate Ricardo on his guppy victory. Congratulations. It was right at the 50% area, 87.60. It was near a third drive that I drew yesterday. Right at the 50% retrace. Let's see a picture of it. Show a picture of your car. You take Uber? Okay. So we're about 12 minutes away from Vicki Schmelzer. Here's Rick's look at the guppy. Nice look, Ricardo. Probably going down here. Everyone congratulate Ricardo and thank him for his guppy look. Thanks, Ricardo. Yeah, one more low. What are you looking for? 1030? The weekly looks like 1030 in the gold. Everyone thank Rick. A reaction in what, Pat? All right. Oh, there it is. Isn't this beautiful? Look at Clever's car. Now there's a cherry. Isn't that a nice car? There's Clever's shovel. There's his shovel in his garage for shoveling the. Oh, well, he's in Miami. I don't know why he needs a shovel. There's a toaster, I think. Here's Clever's stereo right here. Here's the stereo. Thank you, buddy. Nice ride. Nice ride, buddy. A Vantage Roadster. Yeah, 100 pips could happen in 30 seconds either way. Veteran likes it. You're right. Don't remind me. Everyone doing okay? Oh, look at this. Rick, is a butterfly or a batterfly? Is it a butterfly or batterfly, Rick? Thank you, Ricardo. There's a harmonic. I think it's the first harmonic you ever showed me. Are you playing around with harmonics now, buddy? You experimenting with harmonics now, Rick? Stand by for Vicki Schmelzer at Mine Eye FX. She'll be with us in about 7 minutes. Stand by for Vicki. How's everyone doing today? Who's in the house now? Veteran Goldie, the Grays are in the house. How are you, Gray? The lead. Borgia, DZ, Abel, Pegasus. Pat Wary, get some screenshot software so we could see that. See your work. John, Pan Planet, VGen, Alien, Malcolm, Tobias, Abel, Jack, Cyric, Ali, Ricardo, Fame, Lowell. Welcome back, Anthony, Fabian, Diego, and Alexa. Thank you for everyone. 2020 neckline. Okay. What's been the high so far? 2010? 2010? Stand by for our interview in about 5 minutes. Everyone doing okay? I know Alien likes harmonics. Yen still acting heavy. No, I'm not. I'm just a man. I'm just a man, Gray. Glad to serve. Glad to serve. Stand by for Vicki Schmelzer. So what are downside targets after this high in S&P, guys? What are you guys looking for? That's a good question by Alien. Clever, what are you looking for? Ricardo, what are you looking for? Okay. So Clever watches the ETF, the spiders. Why don't you wait until after the interview? 2010? Okay. Reasonable. Thank you, Ricardo. So there's some confluence. Okay. For 2200. I think Vicki is in the house now. Hi, Vicki. How are you?
Oh, pretty good.
Well, great to have you with us, Vicki. How have things been going? And good to have you here before the NFP. So we had some action out of, or inaction out of the BOE today, and the Euro Pound exploded on that. What's your view going into the NFP? The dollar's been on a bit of a run. Anything that could interrupt the run, or is the die cast with the Fed moving in December? What are your views in here?
Well, it looks like, I mean, to me, it seems like the Bank of England kind of threw a monkey wrench into everyone's thinking today. As if the Fed didn't learn its lesson about, not necessarily, you may have concerns about things outside of your, your own country, but maybe it's not always good to mention them. And certainly today, the BOE's mention, Carney's mention of emerging market, potential negative spillover effects, that got the market the again, just as when the Fed did that a few months ago, we had the same sort of reaction. So I think that, I mean, obviously today we've seen, a lot of squaring of euro sterling shorts. That was like the favored trade. And yet, you get to the point where, sterling right now that looks like it won't go below 152. And at the same time, I'm just looking, make sure that it hasn't moved since I was last looking. But for the euro, it seems that, the market's favored play has been to go long dollars against the euro. So we've come from about 115 down to almost 108, almost back to the July lows around, I think it was 108.09, something like that. And you have to say to yourself, heading into tomorrow's non-farm payroll, is it worth pushing the trend? I mean, have we perhaps already gone as far as we can go based on the ideas, okay, we'll have a December Fed liftoff and further ECB easing in December, and that's what the market's been thinking, and that's got us down here. But until these things actually come to fruition, should we really be taking the euro below 108? And I mean, most of the people that I've been speaking with in the last few weeks have had like this sort of 108.50 to 108 as their target, but feel, I mean, even tomorrow's number is going to have to be a really knock your socks off number for a decisive break of 108. I mean, we may go down and get on a 107 handle, but it's going to be hard for the euro to keep moving lower unless we have, all of the dominoes lining up in terms of, we're at 175 for non-farm payrolls. That's M&I's median estimate, and I think they're looking for 5% and plus 0.2 for average hourly earnings. And then we'll have to look at the participation rate, backward revisions, all of those things. But all the dominoes are going to have to line up to get that euro below 108 on a sustained basis. And
well, let me ask you this. Sure. Let me ask you this: if we're the market's kind of short, too short euro right now, and say for example, I believe the average guess is 180 and whisper numbers of 200. Say we get your number lower, what kind of recovery would you be expecting in the euro from this 108, 107 handle?
Well, what I find interesting is heading into today, the market was very much believers. Like they wanted to believe that the world was going to be a rosier place. And had the Bank of England, you know, they were disappointed that it was, you know, that there was only one person voting for a hike instead of two. They were hoping that you might see that. But just the Bank of England's comments were a little downbeat. And that took some of the steam out of the market's rah-rah feeling. And so tomorrow, I think that the market really wants that number to be a good number. Now, what is a good number? So if I would say up until yesterday, it could have been even 125,000 if all the other, you know, dominoes were okay and not showing sluggishness. And I think the market still would have taken our yields higher and maybe even the dollar higher, certainly dollar yen higher. But now I think the market is just, well, like the BOE burst our bubble a little bit. What if tomorrow's number bursts our bubble also? So the market's hopeful that that number is going to be a good number, that the non-farm payroll headline and all the other components are going to be good. But the trouble is we've just been disappointed so many times. So I'm now thinking that if it comes in between, you know, under 150, let's say, you're going to see some dollar selling, and that should get the euro. I mean, people keep telling me that all the rallies are going to be sold, and so if we start getting, I think the market will try selling it as we get maybe in the 109, 25, 50 range, but they really would rather sell it closer to 110.
Okay, so 110 is going to be a level where should we get a weak number and the dollar comes off, that the euro should find some trouble.
Yeah.
Any view on what's happening with commodity currencies? They're pretty confusing. Now, we've had a decent move in energy that took Canada down. Now Canada's trying to recover. Gold has gotten pummeled since the whisper of a potential on the hawkish statement by the Fed. Any view on what's happening here in Aussie and what's happening in Canada?
Well, I mean, I think it boils down to the dollar and China. I mean, that's what it boils down to for all of it, whether it's in gold's case, the market, again, keeps getting hopeful that, oh, this is going to be the time that gold finally rallies, and then it breaks a key, tech levels to the top side, and the market loads up long, and then they get their fingers slapped again, and that's what's happened in the last few days. So, you know, gold now is probably, you know, run its course, and you know, we might get a little bit lower, but it's gonna take, again, a big strong dollar up move to send gold much below, I think, 1100 right now. And as for commodities as a whole, again, we have this sense that now that we know China is going to be at least purportedly growing around 6.5%, that's a little bit better than maybe the market's worst fears. So they're going to be watching Chinese data very carefully, but that gave a little bit of, commodities need a global economic recovery in order for commodity prices to really see a sustained move higher. And that's the same for the for the commodity currencies. That, you know, 1 minute Canada's looking very, you see oil pushing higher and the loonie starts rising. And
so maybe the BOE was right to be a dove with the action in gold. Gold dropping here is a bit deflationary, so perhaps the dovishness is appropriate, and possibly a Fed tightening is not appropriate, and possibly giving in to the right-wing faction of the Fed that wants to see rates rise, whether or not there's economic justification or not.
Well, I think it's really hard to be a central banker right now, because on one hand, you want to tell it the way it is, but the trouble is when you look at like the BOE and the Fed, but the Fed especially, as being the adults, the only adults in the room at the moment. And they're the ones that if they say, oh, we're upset and we're scared about something, then the whole rest of the world starts to be scared about it. So there's that fine line. I mean, you've seen recently that, just yesterday, both Yellen and Dudley were saying that the December meeting is live. And I think you have to keep that carrot dangling in front of the market if you want the market to at least have a degree of risk appetite. And I think that balance between risk appetite and risk aversion is really key, because when shoes start dropping, the market's really quick to start, just like in trading places, sell, see more, sell. The market's really keen to do that. And it's harder to keep the market in that sort of rah-rah phase.
To me, it seems like the Fed is a dove when the equity market is under pressure. So they're probably selling puts, and then we have a recovery in the S&Ps into the next Fed meeting, and that's why I thought there could be a somewhat more hawkish statement because of financial market conditions. They probably were selling calls up there. So is it possible that the market is leaning the wrong way and that the Fed does nothing in December?
Well, and I guess it depends on what what the market's really positioned for. I mean, we seem like we go in one direction and say, oh no, the Fed's not going to raise rates in December, and then, oh, now the Fed's going to raise rates in December. So yes, of course we could be disappointed again, and they don't do it in December. But we've got two non-farm payroll numbers, and people seem to forget that we're going to have another one coming in December also. But I think if tomorrow's number is a good number, that will be December's would have to be a really December's release would have to be a really spotty number for the Fed probably not to act. But again, there's who knows what's going to be happening in China, in the Eurozone. There are lots of other things going on out there that can that could give the Fed pause.
Do you think it's possible? And I know that they have in the past, vis-a-vis Plaza Accord, etc., that the reason the BOJ did nothing is because they got a call from the U.S. Fed that really doesn't want to see 125 U.S. dollar yen in a heartbeat, that they're going to help both Japan get what they want and Draghi get what they want with an interest rate increase, but the speed and velocity of that move is more important than the direction of the move.
Yeah, no, I mean, central bankers certainly all speak with each other. I mean, that's not a surprise. And it certainly wouldn't be a surprise to have them discuss foreign exchange rates as well. But the speakers have all stressed that this is just one thing that they're looking at. And they're looking at, the volatility in the market. They're looking at risk appetite in the market. They're looking at, a wide array of issues that are taking place. And so I still think you're right in terms of it being, it's the speed of the move. The BOJ, I mean, there was really mixed views about whether they would do something in October. And now it seems much more likely that we'll see the ECB and the BOJ announcing something in December. In a sense, if the Fed really looks like it's going to be raising rates, it makes the BOJ and ECB's job a little bit easier, because the only way the Fed's going to be raising rates is if it looks like the global economy is on, obviously our economy is on track, but also that the global economy is on track. So it means that what the BOJ and the ECB it looks like they will be announcing something in December, but they may not have to, use all their bullets or, have as much of new easing as if we do nothing and it looks like the global economy is heading south.
Could it also be that the Fed tightening, should it do it, is not as much about economic conditions, but the lack of tools that it now has to respond to any exogenous shock from the financial world?
Well, they will argue, and they have argued that they have plenty of tools to deal with, whatever happens. The next thing I'm actually looking at is we've got Chinese reserve data coming out. I mean, I think M&I has it penciled in for November 7th, but reserves are looked are expected out in the next couple days, and I think they're looking for maybe another 50 billion decline in reserves. And if for some reason there's a surprise in that reserve data, the market might react to that too, because it's this idea: is China indeed either paring back the buying of U.S. Treasuries and or outright selling of Treasuries? So that may be another little wild card just to watch out for, because once we get non-farm payroll under our belt, it's going to be a long a long wait until December.
Okay, so November 7th, Chinese reserves are out.
Well, I mean, they never announced the date exactly, so that's
I
when
see.
we're thinking it should come out.
Okay, Vicki. It's been great talking to you today.
Yep.
What's the best way for people to follow your work and your company and keep in touch with your views on FX?
Well, my Twitter handle is MNI for Market News International, MNI, and then I on FX, EYE on FX. And then the website is marketnews.com, www.marketnews.com.
Okay, Vicki, I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving holiday season. I hope pips rain down on you and everyone that you advised. And thank you so much for being with us today. Good hunting, my trading warrior sister.
Okay, take care, Dale. Bye.
All right, Vicki. That's Vicki Schmelzer at MNI, I on FX. I'd recommend that you follow Vicki. She's also an author. She has a very good feel for what's happening in the markets, both technically and fundamentally. I hope everyone enjoyed that interview with Vicki Schmelzer. Did you guys enjoy it? Vicki Schmelzer. Same opinion on China. What will it mean if reserves drop? What would it mean if reserves drop? That, or if reserves increase? Thanksgiving is for the bears and Christmas for the bulls. Clever. I agree. I think the bears are going to try and have one more meal before they go into hibernation until April. So everyone thank Vicki Schmelzer for her views today. Again, still under a little bit of pressure here. So it's my mission to build up and edify traders every day with my analysis, with everyone's analysis, and with bringing in some of the better minds in the trading world. And I consider Vicki to be among them. I believe almost everyone that I bring in here to talk to you can add value to your intelligence gathering, for things for you to consider in your trading plan. Yeah. Everyone doing okay? Yen under pressure. Euro pound just a little short-term pullback here. Vicki seems to think that the pound's going to hold here. Everyone doing all right? If you love LAR, give me a Y. I've enjoyed hanging out with you guys this week, so here's my Y. Dow's down 50, S&Ps are down 9. Maybe we don't get 2120. Maybe that was it, Clev. That may have been it in the S&Ps. Everyone doing okay? I'm already in VIX positions. I've been scaling for a week now. Glad you enjoyed, Alexei. Thank you, guys. So, Pat Wary, I recommend you get some screenshot software so you could show your work. A picture speaks 1,000 words. Hello, Tico. How have you been? Nice to see your name in here. Anthony. Goldie, how are you? Okay, Alien. Thank you, buddy. See you tomorrow. Pegasus, Simon, what are you thinking? Could be. So maybe it'll be a good number. Nothing will surprise me tomorrow. Everything and anything will happen. Okay, that makes sense. I think we talked about it breaking out the ascending triangle. Oh, it pulled back to it. Here's Rick's pound kiwi look. Thinking we're just pulling back to the neckline and we're gonna head up again. Thank you, Ricardo. Nice technical view. Everyone thank Rick. Long Canada. You have a picture for us in the 30 area. $130. That I'll get my view is that I'll get hired. Okay, Sir Veteran. See you tomorrow, Sir Veteran. That I will get hired at Walmart, Tico. That Walmart's going to call me and give me a part-time job. That's my bias. That Walmart will hire me for the Christmas season to be Santa Claus. Looking to get hired to play Santa Claus at Walmart this season. I believe I'm the Santa Claus of Lar. Who agrees with me? Who thinks I'm the Santa Claus of Lar? I think I'm the Santa Claus of Lar. Ho, 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 everybody. Ho, ho, ho. Abel, do you think I'm the Santa Claus of Lar? Who believes in Santa Claus? You better not cry. You better not shout. You better not cry, I'm telling you why. The old Claus is coming to town. I know when you are trading. I know when you're asleep. So you better use your stops, or I'll call you a creep. So you better not cry, you better not shout, you better not cry, I'm telling you why. Dale Claus is coming to town. Yes, I'll get one. Yes, I'm gonna get Walmart shares. I'm scaling into Walmart all the way down to $10. Because I know when you are trading, I know when you are flat. So if you're trading without stops, your wife should hit you with a bat. So you better not pout. I'm being stopped out. You better not cry or tell me a lie. Dale Claus is coming to town. Alien. Alien wants. Good one, Jax. Oh, that's a good one, Jax. You crack me up, Jax. Oh God, that's a that's a picture I don't want to visualize. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing over that one. Yeah, wild caught, I know. I want you to pour a lot of salt on your food from now on, Clever. Lots of salt and sugar. Salt and sugar and corn syrup on your food, please. All right? All right, Abel, I can't copyright that one. Jax, you got to tell Alien that one tomorrow. So we have about 20 minutes left. Hope everyone's had fun today. Yeah, I should put an album together. It's a pretty ugly candle in the yen. We start getting back under 2140, look out. So are you guys watching the other programming on FX Street's YouTube channel? Any of you guys watching Yohay or Tip TV or Dr. Severaman? Yeah, no one would hire. You're right. You're right, Ali. We're not exactly corporate type citizens, are we? Yeah. There goes the yen, guys. Everyone doing okay? I want everyone to thank Ricardo for all his great contributions over the last couple of years. Everyone thank Ricardo for all his hard work that he shares with us. Every day he's here, and it's been for a few years. Thank you, Ricardo, for everything. my trading warrior brother. Where have you been, Rob? I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show it until you tell me where you've been. Do you have a note? Rob Kane hasn't checked in quite some time. He's been off making a fortune on his own. And now he's a little bored and he shows up in LAR. Who thinks Rob Kane needs to give us a note to explain his absence? Give me a why. I think we deserve an explanation from Rob Kane why he hasn't been around. Who agrees with me? Give me a why. I think we should send him to the LAR detention center. Okay. So, so what's your excuse, Rob Kane? What's your excuse? I don't think he has one. Who thinks we should ban Rob Kane from LAR? Give me a why if you think we should ban him. Unless he gives us a legitimate reason for being away for a few weeks. What do you think I'm doing right now, Jax? What do you think I'm doing right now? It's a verbal one. Only a verbal spanking. That's Fort Knox doesn't have any metals anymore. There's nothing at Fort Knox but painted bricks. They just have cement bricks painted gold there. All right. Who thinks I don't know. Pinker said look for 22 and then a sell-off, sir. All right. Who thinks that's a valid excuse for Rob? Anyone think that's valid? He's been at Fort Knox. All right, here's Rob's 4-hour look. Here's the Rob Kane lines. I don't know how we've gotten by without him all this time. I don't know how we've survived without the Kane lines. Anyone know how we've made it? Still in a bear zone. Neutral all the way up to 11. Thank you, Rob. I want to thank Rob. I'll be right back. Quick break, please, Adinda. We have about 15 minutes left. I'll take a quick break and then we'll wrap it up. Thank you, everyone. And back, Adinda. Thank you. Okay, buddy. You're a good son. Yes, I believe Rob's work is excellent. We have a lot of excellent technicians in our community. We're fortunate. We're blessed. I know that we're doing a good work here in LAR. I know we've helped many people. We've helped our guest speakers get visibility and business and subscriptions. I've been helped here in LAR. I know many that have been helped here in LAR. So how can we lose when you're doing a good thing? Without any monetary incentive on top of it. Under par. Thank you, Rob. You guys agree with me? What a good work this is. Okay, see you tomorrow, Clev. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Clev, for all of your contributions to our community. Who agrees with me that Clev's a great addition to our community? Rob's been a great addition to our community. I don't know why my posts aren't showing up. So everyone, here's the wrap up. Euro USD, everything's awaiting the NFP. Perhaps we get a weaker than expected number. We rally back to 950, 910. Longer term, I have a third drive line coming in now near the 107 handle. Euro pound, I believe this was significant. We'll need more daily confirmation over 71.50. We get a strong number. I'd look to buy pullbacks in euro pound. US dollar yen beginning to get toppy. Could we have one more rally above 122 on a strong number? Definitely. Here's where the return line comes in, about 22.30, 22 and a half. So that's still possible if we get Clever's target of 21.20 in the S&Ps. You're welcome, everybody. Just a reminder that we will be covering the NFP live. I'll be here an hour earlier tomorrow. It'll already be in action, so look forward to working with everyone tomorrow on the NFP. I want to thank FX Street. I want to thank our sponsor, FX Pro. If Laura is helping you, open an account with FX Pro. Thank you, Fabian, Cyric, Tico, Pan, Jax, Clever, Forex Stop Hunter, Ali, Veteran, Peg, Goldie, Ricardo, Alien, FX Street. Thank you, Adinda. Thank you, Pat Wary, John 573, Planet, VGen, Malcolm, Tobias, The Grays, DZ, Abel, I, Fame, Anthony, Diego, Alexei, Decadic, how are you, Khalid, and Borja. Remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings, everybody. And I'll see everyone tomorrow for the NFP with Val and Mauricio. Good hunting the rest of the day. And remember, you better not pout and you better not cry. I know when you trade and I know when you lie. Dale Kloss is coming to town.